Namaste. I'm Alpa. I'm a certified yoga therapist. I work for the UF Cancer Center Orlando Health, and I'm bringing you yoga for cancer patients, survivors, as well as caregivers. We will do yoga for the immune system, for overall health and vitality through lymphatic drainage, which helps with inflammation and overall activating the parasympathetic tone, which brings us relaxation and healing. So lymphatic system moves through contraction and release of the muscular system, through the breath, through diaphragm, as well as passively through gravity. So I like to always bring a little bit of educational component to my yoga classes. So as I said last week, our lymph nodes are located mainly in our neck, the large ones. We have lymph nodes all over our body. So mainly in our neck, the big ones are in our underarms, in our abdomen, in our groin region, and the inner thighs. So we'll take the bottom-up approach this time. We'll move from the bottom of the body. We'll move the lymphatic fluid from bottom all the way to the top of the body. And then move from inner groin, hips, abdominal region. We'll do some twists. And then we'll move some shoulder, our neck region. And a lot of the postures, we'll be doing multiple things. So you'll be contracting and releasing the muscles, as well as opening up those ducts, the lymph ducts. So last week, I did promise that we'll go ahead and do the 3 pranayamas, which I didn't get to, and we'll get to it today, promise. One is deep abdominal breath, which is also called the yogic breath. The second one is called the breath of fire, also called the Kapalabhati, the Sanskrit word. The third is called Anuloma Viloma, alternate nostril breathing. You breathe through the right nostril and then the left, which activates the lymphatic system fluid in the brain. It connects the left and right hemisphere, as well as working with the respiratory system. It's very powerful for lymphatic drainage as well as bringing down inflammation. So we'll go ahead and get started. We'll also do some joint movements. I love freeing the joints, moving that synovial fluid in the joints. Over time, with lack of movement, the synovial fluid gets dried and then creates havoc, through inflammation. Then we get arthritis and a host of problems. So we'll move all the joints one after another and just do a very gentle flow. And like I said, we'll be adding on every week. And I invite you to do this practice every day till I meet you on the mat next week with another yoga class where I'll be adding on and we'll get stronger together. So let's go ahead and get started, as always, with some meditation. So I have here a small pillow, and I'm really a believer in using a pillow under our hips as we go into meditation. Why? So while we're sitting here, my hips are slightly above the knees. Now you can have a harder pillow from your sofa and have your hips lifted a little bit higher if you feel a lot of tightness here and tightness in your inner groin areas. So this posture is called Sukhasana, easy pose. Sukha also translates into ease, happiness. So we don't want to bring unease, we don't want to bring tightness in our body through yoga. We want to bring ease, we want to bring sukha. So let's use the props. Let's use the wall. Let's use pillows to bring a sense of ease in our asana, in our posture. So you can either sit in the chair and do this. You can sit this way. And we'll go into just simple Buddhist meditation, also called Anapana, like we did last week. As simple as it gets. All we're going to do is we're going to invite our being to say, inhale, I'm inhaling. Exhale, I'm exhaling. We're just going to notice the breath moving in and moving out. We don't need to expand the diaphragm and bring the breath here, bring the breath there. We'll do that in the pranayama, in the breathing practices, the 3 breathing exercises that we're going to do. But right now, we're just going to quiet our mind. We have been all over the place with all the news and the conversations and everything that we're dealing with in our lives. So let's take a little bit of time to go inwards. So find your Sukhasana, your happy asana, your easy pose. Closing our eyes, bringing our hands either on the thighs, facing up. Sometimes it actually feels good bringing our palms facing down. Even you can bring your palms to the side. This is called the Bu Mudra. Bu is earth. It kind of brings our energy downward flowing and just touching the earth calms the nervous system. So wherever you are, either you're here with your hands on the knees, and my favorite, one hand at the bottom, the other top. We'll start by focusing on the most stressful part of our body, which is our shoulders. We do carry the burden of the world on our shoulders. Our shoulders are always tight. It creates tightness in our neck and lots of lymph nodes in our neck, in our underarms. Everything flows and has a domino effect. So let's go ahead and relax our shoulders. Deep breath in. Lift our shoulders all the way up to the ear and release them back down. Let's do this 3 more times. Deep breath in. And release them back and down. I didn't even realize how tight my shoulders were till I'm doing this with you. Inhale, lift. And back and down. Coming to stillness. Closing our eyes, focusing on our eyes. Now, without changing the pattern of the breath, we're going to bring our focus on the breath. Just notice the inflow and outflow of the breath. And now, notice how as soon as we brought our awareness to the breath, how our mind calms, how our heart calms. Soften the center between our eyebrows. Noticing the inhale and exhale. As the breath moves in, telling ourselves, I'm breathing in. As the breath moves out, telling ourselves, I'm breathing out. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. 5 breaths on our own, full rounds. Breathing in, I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm breathing out. Now next breath, breathing in, I'm breathing in stillness. Breathing out, I'm letting go of movement of the mind. Breathing in, my mind is still and quiet. Breathing out, letting go of worry and hurry. Breathing in, knowing I'm enough. Breathing out, striving, running to do more. Breathing in, knowing that this hour is a gift. Breathing out, making that sankalpa to ourselves that I will be present for the next hour. Determination, sankalpa, wish. Being present on our mat, just as we are. Without striving for more, accepting ourselves as we are, where we are. Deep breath in, bringing our arms out to the side, over the head, hands at heart center. Again, out to the sides, over the head. Inhaling, hands at heart center. Out to the side, over the head. Notice the movement of the shoulder blades, underarms, hands at heart center. Inhale, out to the side, over the head. This time looking up at the palms, hands as they come down, chin to chest, opening up back of the neck. Let's bring our hands forward. Keep looking at your palms as your arms go out to the side, looking up. Blades together and back down all the way in. Palms together. Inhale. Out to the side and exhale. Palms together. Hands at heart center. With our energy channels open, we'll go ahead and do some intentional breathing exercises. So we'll start with one, and then as we move, I'll add the other. So starting with the deep yogic breath. Diaphragmatic breath. Our diaphragm sits right here in the back, and as we inhale, the reason our belly gets big, the bottom of our lungs is this diaphragm, and it's just hanging out there. It's known to be the weakest muscle in our body. We take the most shallow breath. Most people, when you see them breathing, they're here. And they think they've taken their deepest breath. In fact, we've only used the top half of our lungs. So let's go ahead and use that diaphragm. And let's invite the breath from diaphragm all the way up. Like I said, our lymphatic fluid moves through our diaphragm. As our diaphragm gets activated, then the lymph starts flowing downwards and upwards. So let's go ahead and activate that diaphragmatic breath, bringing both our hands right here at the belly so we can feel that breath going in and out. As the diaphragm fills up like the balloon, your belly comes forward. I call it my Ganesha, my big belly, and be proud of that belly. As the belly gets big, it gets filled with fresh energy, fresh breath, fresh oxygen, bringing our hands right here, softening the shoulders back and down. Again, we're going to close our eyes, soften the shoulders, and be okay with our eyes closed. When our eyes are closed, our attention goes from outside to inside. We'll start with exhale, and the shoulders, like I said last time, always like to get invited to every party. So we're going to keep telling our shoulders, you're not invited to this party. One of my favorite phrases in every yoga class. So when we inhale, the shoulders, you'll see they get tense. So instead, every inhale and exhale, we're going to tell our shoulders to relax. Inhale as we fill the belly. And relax the shoulders down. Exhale, tuck the navel in, relax the shoulders down. As we tell our shoulders to relax, the upper spine relaxes. And then there's more filling up of the lungs. Deep breath in. Into the belly. Relax those shoulders down. Exhale. Tuck the navel in. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck the navel in. Deep breath in. Exhale. Tuck the navel in. Inhale. Relax the shoulders. Exhale. Notice already your energy moving. Deep breath in. Exhale. I'm making loud inhale sounds. You can hear me, but you can softly inhale like exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. We're going to do 5. Yes, 5 full rounds, okay? Round your shoulders back and down. Deep breath in. 1, out. Tuck it in. Deep breath in. 2, out. Exhale all the way. Release all that breath. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. 4, out. Inhale. 5, out. How do you feel? Just notice. Close your eyes for a moment. And just notice how the movement of the breath feels. So I was going to read something to you from my little book. And my book is called You're Amazing. Because we're all amazing, right? And I often take all these books to my yoga trainings and jot down whatever speaks to me. So I wanted to read something to you just from my yoga training from I don't know how many, but I don't know where this was, but something that one of the teachers told me or told us. So yoga doesn't want to change you because yoga doesn't see you as ugly or wrong or broken. There's nothing wrong with what you're going through in life. You're here to learn and grow. So whatever we're going through in our life is there as a teacher to help us learn and grow, so we can help others learn and grow. Life is full of fall. How you respond to it responds to our stress created within. And how we respond to that fall defines how we live our life. So it's pretty powerful, isn't it? It's very simple, but powerful at the same time. So let's take this yoga practice to teach us how do we respond to the breath, to the movement, and through that, it'll help us a little bit more balanced in our life, so we can handle the fall a little bit better. So like I said, our lymphatic ducts are in our groin, our inner thighs, and we're going to start from bottom up. So my favorite pose is head below the heart, and right here, bringing our legs straight up. So you can do it a couple of ways. You can bring your legs right here against the wall. So bring yourself right against the wall if you have a wall next to you, and sort of just lift your legs straight up and be right here against the wall. Right here, which helps you kind of relax, bringing our energy all the way down from feet to the toes. And we can just hang out here, bring your arms like so. So you're also opening up the lymph nodes in our underarms. Now, if you don't have the wall accessible to you, we can also be on our mat, bringing our legs straight. You can either have your arms right here by the side, or this is too much for you, having your legs straight up. Bring your hands like so, right below the knees. Or if you have a chair nearby, bring your feet on the chair. Give yourself a little bit of a break. So lifting our legs up or bringing them on the chair, or the heels are hanging out, touching the wall. So again, we can look at our beautiful toes, manicured or unmanicured these days, right? So looking at our beautiful toes, softening at the toes, softening at the heels, shins, calves, knees. Bringing all that fluid downward, moving through the groin, the inner thighs, moving through the abdomen, to the lymph ducts, all the way in our neck, underarms, moving to the brain. As the lymphatic fluid stagnates through lack of movement through our life, there's a lot of inflammation that's created. And through that, if we don't move the lymphatic fluid in our neck, in our shoulders, there's a lot of tightness. It can also create mental fog. So let's become aware of this beautiful system which moves as you move. Create steadiness in your being. And slowly bring your feet down. Bring your arms over the head and stay here for just a moment. One full breath in and breathe out. Bringing our knee to chest here. We're going to squeeze our hip. We're going to squeeze our inner thigh. Right knee into the chest, left leg straight. So we're really creating that effect of opening and squeezing the lymphatic duct, one side and then the other. We're also massaging the internal organs. Soften those shoulders. I told you they keep running into the party. And let's go to the opposite side. Deep breath in. Left leg in all the way. So just for a few moments, we will work from lower part of the body. Work on the lower part of the body. Lymphatic ducts in our inner groin, inner thighs, and our abdomen, all working at the same time. Now we'll squeeze right knee in. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. And just two more. Each side, squeezing the knee into chest. No need to overdo it. You're doing just fine. And releasing both the legs, bringing both the knees to the chest. Now I know we're so used to this in the gyms. As soon as the knees come to chest, our head wants to move. Nope, not here. We're going to bring our knees to chest. Bring both your hands on the knees. Deep breath in. As we exhale, squeeze the knees into the chest. Squeeze them in. Opening up the hips, massaging the internal organs, the abdomen. So much happening here. It's just enough. Inhale. Like I said, we move the lymph through contraction and release. Squeeze and release of the muscles. Deep breath in. And relax. Slowly we're going to roll over to one side and come into seated posture. So from here, we're going to bring both our feet together. So we're not all the way here into the butterfly pose, but we're going to bring our feet together and bring your feet a little bit away from you. And if this is enough for you, just bring your hands right here into the, inner ankles, inner thighs, right here. Hold on to your knees, or bring your hands wherever you feel supported and at ease. Relax your shoulders down and away. Inhale. As you exhale, let's drop the knees down. If you can, bring your elbows to the knees and gently we'll move forward. Soften the shoulders and move forward and down. Noticing, so we're not moving down with our shoulders and our neck. So if you find yourself here, come up. We're moving forward with our chest and our abdomen. And notice the lymphatic ducts opening up in our thighs, in our inner thighs. Notice your low back, the beautiful low back expanding. If you see yourself hunching, round your shoulders back and down, lengthen the spine. Deep breath in. As we exhale, we'll fold forward from our abdomen and from our chest, not necessarily from our neck. So our neck is beautifully stacked, straight from lower part of our spine all the way to top of the head. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly come up. Release the legs, shake it out. Bring our feet in as far out to the side as you can. Bring your hands next to you and just squeeze. Go from side to side, all the way from one side to another. Moving from side to side. all the way one side to another. Moving one side to another. Great. And relax. Coming back to the side. Now we can come onto our knees and bring your hands onto our hips. And I know we did this last week and we'll do this again today. We're going to bring our right leg out to the side, still working on the lower body, but now we're going to activate our upper body as well. Bringing our right foot out to the side, bringing our arms over the head, opening up the side body, softening. So right here, if you're hanging out right here on your arches, there's a lot happening on the front of your thigh and your inner leg. So squeeze outside, press down the outside of your outer edge of your foot. Deep breath in. Right palm drops down and release. Deep breath in. So instead of releasing our head to our shoulder, we're going to bring our ear to our upper shoulder. Deep breath in and fold. So I'm not putting any weight on this leg. Inhale, fold. Inhale, fold. So let's go ahead and bring a little bit of awareness, stillness, and a little mantra to ourselves. Inhale. As we practice, let's tell ourselves, I control my inner peace. I am in charge of my inner peace. Inhale. I'm peaceful. Exhale. I'm relaxed. And come back up and drop that palm down. Right palm down, left arm straight. Inhale, stay right here. This might be too much on your bottom palm and the wrist. If this is too much, you can make a fist and come on to the fist. Deep breath in. Or another way is to just bringing all 5 fingers down onto the floor. Deep breath in and out, and release those arms, that upper arm over the head, and really open up the underarm. Beautiful straight line, outer edge of the back foot, all the way to the fingertip. Opening up the side body, the inner groin, the abdomen, underarm. Opening all the lymphatic ducts. Deep breath in through extension and relaxation of our muscular system. And we will release, come back in. Notice how one side feels a little bit longer than the other. So let's go to the other side. Deep breath in and out. Arms over the head and folding all the way down. Again, no weight on this foot or the knee, okay? If you don't want to hyperextend the knee or hurt the knee, the stretch comes from the side body. Deep breath in and fold. Inhale and fold. Upper ear to upper arm. Inhale and fold. And speaking our mantra, I am in charge of my peace. I control my inner peace. As I move and I breathe, I'm at peace and I'm at ease. Softening, inhale. Exhale, open up a little more. At any time this becomes too much, we're going to relax and come back out of the posture. Inhale, exhale. Coming down, lifting our top arm up, bottom arm down. We're restoring We're relaxing, we're releasing, we're contracting. Inhale. Exhale. Remember the bottom arm, you can have your fist here, you can have all 5 fingers here, or you can drop your palm. Deep breath in and out. Inhale. Exhale. And stretch that top arm all the way up, noticing the side body completely opening up. Deep breath in and out. Do as much as you can. Feel free to come out anytime. Or just watch the entire video and then come back to do just a couple of postures. Do what you can. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Coming back down. And release. Shake out your hands. And release. Shake it out again. So we'll sit on our pillow. Or you can just sit on the floor with Sukhasana. You can sit in the chair. We're going to do a little bit of joint movement. We're going to bring our hands right in front of us, interlace our fingers, and move just our wrists. And this is not a competition. It's not about how many times am I moving my wrists. Gentle, mindful movements. So you actually feeling every single move. Maybe you're feeling the ligament, the joint. Where are you feeling this? My shoulders are coming up. Let's relax the shoulders. Let's bring our hands in. We're going to move our shoulder joint, releasing the shoulders. So the movement is not coming from the elbows. So now let's change that. Let's bring the movement from the shoulders. Lift the shoulders up and back down. Lift the shoulders up and back down. Lift the shoulders up and back down. Up and down. And then go back to the other side. So as you're doing these practices, notice which one do you like? What feels good? What's helping me relax my nervous system? How does this feel? So gently keep moving. Keep moving. And then remember, I told you, let's go ahead and make a little journal. Put whatever movement feels good to you in that journal. So you can do that on your own later. And release. Shake it out. Great. Deep breath in. We're going to bring our arms out to the side. And we're going to work on the upper body, right? We're working on the chest. We're working on the lymph nodes in our underarms, in our neck. Arms out to the side. Pointer finger and the thumb touching. It is called Chin Mudra. Deep breath in. Both hands in and out. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to add the neck to the movement. Okay? So inhale. As we exhale, we're going to look to the right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Keep moving. Our arms are really heavy. So we're using the weight of our body. And this can be a lot. But let's go ahead and activate. If you feel tired, if you feel a little bit of discomfort, keep going. Let's move through the discomfort. Those lymph ducts are opening up in our underarms, in our neck. We're also massaging the thyroid gland. This movement Any of the neck movements and shoulder movements are amazing for our thyroid. And coming back and release. Hands at the knees. Deep breath in and out. We're going to bring our hands forward. Deep breath in. Arms go over the head. Deep breath in. All the way up. Reach the arms over the head. And then drop your palms to the back. So you're going to drop the knuckle part of your thumb right in the groove of your neck. And press the back of the head into the palms. Keep your arms out to the side. Breathe into the underarms as you relax the shoulders. Deep breath in. Breathe into the underarms. Relax. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your arms. Bring them all the way forward. Shoulder blades come apart. Tuck that sternum in as you bring the chin to chest. Shoulders are down. Tuck the sternums. Tuck the navel in. Feel the shoulder blades coming apart. Chin to chest. You're massaging your internal organs. Deep breath in and out. You're massaging that thyroid gland. Sits right there, right under the front of your neck. Open the back of the throat up and release your arms over the head, out to the side and down. Bring your hands. This can be a lot because we carry a lot of weight on our shoulders. Deep breath in. Make a fist with your palms. Inhale, lift. Lift the shoulders all the way to the ears. Lift, lift, lift. Stay right there. And again, inhale, lift. Lift as high as you can. Lift and inhale again. Lift. And one more. And great. Coming back all the way up. We're going to lift our knees off the floor. Removing the pillow. Stay right here. Bring your hands right in front of your knees. And we're going to come into forward fold. Deep breath in. Bringing that lymphatic fluid again. Moving down through moving the upper body down. We went from bottom of the body coming up and bringing the lymphatic fluid to the brain. Now we're bringing our upper body floating forward. Inhale. Wherever you are, soften the back of the knees. Soften the back of the knees. And we're going to lift. The move is going to happen from the hips. Deep breath in. And stay folded forward. Knees are slightly soft. And bring your hands to your elbows. Deep breath in. It doesn't matter how far you can go. What matters is how far you made it. You made it this far in the class. Great. Hang in there. We're almost done. Deep breath in. This is a very gentle approach to yoga. Activating the lymph nodes. Activating the joints. Squeezing and relaxing the internal organs. Also activating the diaphragm. And through the diaphragm, through the breathing channel, moving the lymph. Inhale. Exhale. And as we allow ourselves to move slower, be okay to be still. Be okay to doing less. As we're activating that less movement, activating the need of or releasing the need of more. We're coming to more peace. We're activating our parasympathetic nervous system and releasing the fight and flight response of our body. We're always fighting and flighting with ourselves, others, driving over the speed limit in our mind, in our physical body, on the road, in life. So let's be okay with being still. Be okay with doing less. Be okay to rest and relax. Release your palms and slowly rise up, arms over the head. Bringing our hands at heart center. Bring your hands right next to your hips and notice how you feel right now. Again, close your eyes for a moment. Just notice how this feels. Noticing the backs of the legs, hips, thighs, abdomen, chest and shoulders, rounding our shoulders back and down. Keeping our eyes closed. And telling ourselves, who is in charge of our peace? Who is in charge? Who is in control? So inhale, lifting arms over the head and hands at heart center. So as I had said before, we will go ahead and practice a little bit of pranayama. One is called Anuloma Viloma, alternate nostril breathing, and the other one is called Kapalabhati. So first we'll go into Kapalabhati, which is breath of fire. So the exhale is forced and inhale is automatic. So we're not going, so we're forcing the exhale. As I go a little further on my mat, I'll show you how the abdomen works. So we're forcing the exhale and inhale is automatic. We're pumping our abdomen. We're pumping and activating that digestive fire. At the same time, we're mindfully taking the breath in. At the same time, we're activating those lymphatic ducts that reside in our abdomen. There's so much happening with the breath of fire, very powerful breath. I would say try to do this every day. Even if you just learn the 3 breaths that I teach you in this yoga class, take some notes and just do those breathing exercises. Bring some fresh energy, prana, vitality into your being through the breathing practices. So let's go ahead and practice Kapalabhati. So I'm going to be right here just so you can see my belly a little bit. I'll come a little bit closer. I invite you to sit either on your heels, either on the chair, or easy posture. So the belly is here. So we're gonna breathe in, and as we breathe out, we're gonna pump our navel, okay? And we'll pump our navel 10 times. Remember, inhale is automatic, and we're tucking our belly in and releasing. That's all we're doing. Kiss. Keep it simple. Silly, right? So you can bring your hands on your knees, wherever you are. So let's go ahead and pump our belly 10 times. I think it was 12 times, but let's do it again. Deep breath in. This time maybe you want to close your eyes. Inhale. Relax. And we'll pump our belly 10 times. Remember, exhale is forced. Inhale is automatic. Okay? That's it. 10 times. Relax. Again, we'll do this another round of 3 rounds of 10 pumps each. Okay? Breath of fire, also called the dog breath, the puppy breath, also called Kapalabhati. Many names out there. Inhale and exhale. 3 rounds of 10. Remember, exhale is forceful, inhale is automatic. Again. One more time. And relax. Notice how it feels. Do you feel a little bit of heat in your body? Just notice, just for a few moments. Great. Now that we built a little bit of heat, we'll go into a little bit of hero movement, right? Warrior movement. They're all hero poses here, 1, 2, 3, or warrior 1, 2, 3. We'll just be doing warrior 1 and 2. We'll flow, go back to our alternate nostril breathing, and then we'll be on our mat for relaxation. Legs out to the side, right foot facing the right side of you, back foot slightly in. If you have a chair in front of you, great. You can grab a hold of the chair and do this. You can have your hands here. Or if you want to use the wall, you can use the wall. You can turn around and kind of, have your hand at the wall. Find balance wherever you are. Remember, be good to yourself. Bend that right knee, ankle in straight line. Back foot is slightly in. Inhale, arms out to the side. We've just done a few flows, bringing knee, ankle in the straight line. Outer edge of the back foot is pressing down. Okay, inside of our arches are lifted up. We're not hyperextending this knee. It's gently bend. Very gentle bend in the knee. Deep breath in. Exhale, and the entire torso is moving forward. Straight line, hips to the shoulders, arms out to the side. Just a couple of movements. Slowly, we're going from one flow to another and mindfully opening up those lymph ducts. Inhale. Drop the back palm, lift the front. Deep breath in. Drop the back palm, lift the front. As we go a little deeper, as we learn from one class to another, we will create a beautiful flow where we will move the lymph from bottom up approach, just like we did before. And elbow to the knee. Now we're using the entire body. Inhale, exhale, and drop the back palm, lift the front. This might be too much. Feel free to stop wherever you'd like. Bend that knee, lift. Again, lift, and lift the back arm straight up. Release, come folding forward. Pivot that right foot facing forward and fold right here. Inhale. If you have a chair in front of you, bring your hands to the chair. You can bring your hands to the behind your knees if you can balance here. Or bring your hands to the floor. Maybe you have that pillow next to you. You can bring your hands on the pillow. Release your head down. Engaging the entire body. the bottom, the top. Your ankles are getting strong, your knees soft. You're strengthening your knees. With each breath in, we're expanding the muscles, releasing the muscles with exhale. Inhale, and look up halfway. Come back, heel, toe, and shake it out. And we'll go back to the other side. Legs out to the side, pivot, and bend that knee, arms out to the side. Again, remember, knee, ankle in straight line. We're not hanging out on that arch. Press down at the outer edge of the back foot. Arms out to the side, straight line, hips, shoulders. Great. Take a look at your middle finger. Stay here for a few moments. Inhale. Exhale. We'll get stronger together. Remember, all of our videos will be here. Come back every day. Find what speaks to you. And practice. Maybe you can just do half. Maybe you can just do beginning meditation. Maybe that's all you want. A little bit every day. We will get stronger. From inside. It's an inside-out approach. Drop the back palm, lift the front. Deep breath in. Elbow to the knee, back arm lifts. Remember, gentle yoga. We're opening up the lymphatic system. We're moving it actively and passively. Drop the back palm, lift up. We're using the gravity, we're using the breath, we're using our mind, we're using movement. Releasing back and all the way up. And one last time, release the front arm and release the back arm. Pivot, again, folding forward. Heel, toe. We're almost done. Since this is such a relaxed yoga class, we won't go into Shavasana for too long. But I wanted to show you that Anuloma Viloma, which is the alternate nostril breath. So I'm going to come back a little closer so you can see what's happening here. Okay, so we're just going to bring I always like to keep it simple. You can either be here or you can either be here, okay? So we'll breathe in. It's breathing in and breathing out and in from one side, and then out and in from the other. Then out and in from one side, out and in from the other. It starts right here, breathing in from the left nostril. Close the left. Exhale, inhale from the right. Close, exhale, inhale from the left. Close, exhale, inhale from the right. Close, exhale, inhale from the left. Close, exhale, inhale from the right. Let's close our eyes. Exhale, inhale from the left. And the opposite side. 5 more rounds. Soften your body. Exhale completely. Inhale completely. Great. Deep breath in. Raising our arms over the head and release. And we'll go into a beautiful relaxation. Just for a moment, notice how the right and the left nostril feels right now because of the practice of Anulom Vilom, alternate nostril breathing. Let's come back. Let's lay down. Going into Shavasana, relaxation pose. To start with, let's just prepare, bringing our knees to chest, and all we're going to do is drop our knees to left and right, preparing us for relaxation posture. Let's close our eyes, straighten our legs, hands next to the hips, and we'll soften at our feet, ankles. Keep your eyes closed. Give yourself this gift of stillness and relaxation. Releasing the bottom half of the body to the floor, touching the mat. Releasing the center of the body. Releasing the top of the body to the bottom. Inhale and release the breath. And just take a few moments here to completely let go and relax. Take as long as you need. Just stay here. Let yourself be still. Let yourself feel at ease, Sukha. Let yourself feel peace, Shanti. I am peaceful. I am in charge of my peace. I invite peace to my body. I invite peace to my breath. I invite peace to my mind. I invite peace to my life. I invite peace to those around me. I invite peace to the world. Stay here as long as you need. You can slowly start coming up or just stay in the Shavasana until you feel like coming back up. I thank you for joining me in this restorative, gentle moving yoga class. Thank you so much. Namaste. I'll see you next week.